Alright, we're back in World of Warcraft. And we just gotta figure out what are we doing. We are in Westfall. I did most of the Alliance quests to get me to about 18. Came over to Westfall, I'm gonna make my way towards, well, I'm 19 now. Pushing 20. So we're gonna be hitting Lake Shire pretty soon. I never got the flight path here yet.
You need something? Have a good one.
Hey there.
I supply only the finest goods. See you around.
Hello. Have a good one.
Okay, so really the big question here is I did finally respec. I tried to go defense, which I've tried once before, and it's just you just kill so slowly that it really is not worth it. So the question here is, I'm gonna go with what I hate to call it a cookie cutter build, but because the questing XP is 40% faster, I'm not really as concerned with survivability, although I should be. But I'm just going to push damage. One thing I learned from playing Ascension WoW is that the best Defense is a good offense. I learned that from Ascension, from Nightmare Mode. And I talked about earlier where I think that MMOs make a big mistake of making protection-based trees for classes just too weak, DPS-wise. And I think that's a mistake. I think you should allow for people to play defensively, but still put abilities in there that hit hard and allow them to do a pretty good amount of damage. They shouldn't probably be able to do as much damage, obviously, as a pure DPS class, but they should be able to do, a pretty good amount of damage. They shouldn't be as weak as what we see in this game. Like, you roll with the protection build in right here, and it's just your damage is shit. I mean, it's straight up garbage. It really is. So, which is kind of too bad. But anyways, that's a topic for another day, I think. So I mean, really, I think we have two options. We can push the Arms tree first, or we can push the Fury tree first. The difference is, if we push the Fury tree first, we're going to get better combo point generation, and we're going to get the crit, which is great to push first, of course. Anytime you put crit in, you're gonna be killing faster. But the other thing too to think about is, if we push the Arms tree, we do get some pretty good generation with improved charge. If we do pick up improved charge, you are going to get that extra. What is it, like 6? Let's see, reset. You're going to get an extra 6 rage, which is not bad. Which isn't bad, but... So, and then the other thing is, there's two different trees to go. 2 different builds. You could go where you're going to go into Impale, which would be more the cookie cutter build, which would be something like this. Right? Something like this, which is going to probably be your best bang for the buck damage-wise. And then you're going to go into your Fury tree. And we'll do something like this. Well, that puts you level 59, so you have 1 talent point left over. I would probably put it in Improved Charge. Or you could put it into Improved XQ, or if you really wanted to get Piercing Howl. Piercing Howl is not as good as people make it out to be, because it's okay. But it's the same thing as if you hit a mob. So when you put Piercing Howl on a mob, it does reset the leash. So it's as if you hit him. So it's so if you have 6 mobs chasing you and you cast Piercing Howl, they're going to keep chasing you. So it's situational. It's not quite as good as people make it out to be, I don't think, because it doesn't reset the leash. At least it did in my experiments. So I found that if you get Piercing Howl, like I only used it maybe twice. Like from 0 to 60, I literally used it like twice. It's just very situational. In most cases, I could just hamstring an opponent and straight up run away, or whatever. Usually you can just get away if you're smart. Anyways, so this would be one variant. The other variant would be if we want to dump some of the damage here, which we could, and then we can maybe pick up more protection here, getting more of a parry. This would just be more defensive, but I think in my experiences, that's pretty much a mistake. So. So we could go with that variant, but again, the one thing I've really found out is that the best defense is really a good offense. So I think most likely probably what I should do is run with a build that I don't normally run with, which is more akin to the cookie cutter build. We could even go into Improved Heroic Strike, which for Fury is pretty good, because eventually as you get further down the tree, you will be generating so much rage that you'll be doing Heroic Strike a lot. So, taking a couple talent points or keeping a couple rage points off each Heroic Strike, it helps, but the parry actually helps quite a bit too for survivability. So, it's kind of, I actually prefer parry probably myself. So the build I'll probably go with is this one. And this pretty much gives you really good combo, or really good rage generation, really good DPS. It's kind of a cookie cutter. I hate to say that, but it is pretty much a cookie cutter two-hand Fury build. One thing you don't have in this build, I mean, you miss out on a lot of PvP stuff. I really like Intercept for PvP. I love Intercept. I also, like I said, I also do like more parry, but that's whatever. I also like Demoralizing Shout. I think Demoralizing Shout can be very useful when you have multiple mobs on you. It's a very good defensive ability. But, you know, I mean, if you're focusing more on just pure damage, this increases the melee type bonus of your Battle Shout, so you really want to look at, you know, how much Battle Shout are you really going to get. Like, currently my Battle Shout, I think, is what, rank 2? So, right now it's increases by 38, so 25% on top of that would be 3.8 times 2 is 7.6. What was I say? What did I say? 25%? So it'd be, let's see, 3.8 would be 7.6 plus 1.9, so 10, 11.5 or something. So you get like 11.5 more attack power on this ability if you had that, if you had the improved Battle Shout. So it's pretty significant. So 11.5 on top of 38 is a pretty significant amount. And of course it's going to scale up as your Battle Shout gets stronger. So the question really is, you know, where to go? Where do you go first? What's up, Mason? So the question really comes down to which tree do we want to go into first? You know? Do we want to go push the Arms tree first, or do we want to push the Fury tree first? There's actually, if you want to get a cop out, you can go to. I think there's a guide on one of these. Here, let's see. Classic. Wow. Fury Warrior. I think there's some on here. On Wowhead. That'll sit here and tell you like what what skills to pick at which level, what level. So it's basically saying go Cruelty, then go Unbridled Wrath, Piercing Howl, which I probably proved, Battle Shout. So it's actually saying going into the Fury tree first. And then yeah, it's actually saying going all the way through the Fury, getting your Fury tree first, and then coming back and going ahead and getting then moving into the Arms tree next, which I think is kind of what I was leaning towards doing. Let's see if their build's the same as mine. Pretty much. The only difference is they put 1 point into Piercing Howl, which I'm not sure if I'm going to go there. I'm going to put the 1 point into probably Improved Charge. People love Piercing Howl, but in my experience, it's not as good as you think it is. It's not bad, though. I mean, Piercing Howl is pretty good, but I don't. You know what? Maybe we'll get it. If it is good for survivability reasons, so. I hate using... it just pains me to use the same build that a guide tells me to use. I hate that. But unfortunately, it actually is a really good build. I tried using the defensive build, and it just, man... takes you so long to kill anything. Hey, what's up, RJ? I am currently level 19. Ooh, medium leather, nice. Making money, making money. If we can get some medium leather, we can make some money. Eleven 27 on your hardcore druid right now. Nice, nice, RJ. So yeah, I think I am gonna go with. Let's see, where is my? I probably will just push the Fury Tree first. It is nice to get deflection, but for leveling speed, we need to start getting rage built up. I have such bad rage generation right now. All right, so here we go. We're gonna go cruelty, and then we're just gonna push unbridled wrath. All right, so that's gonna push our crit up, and it's gonna help us get some better rage generation. And we'll go over and do the hunting quest over in Lock Modam. We'll grab a couple one-hand weapons, and we'll start dual wielding. We get dual wield, I believe, at level 20. So as soon as I finish this quest, I'm gonna head over to Lock Modam because I know a couple quests will give me a couple decent one-hand weapons that we can use for our dual wield. That's weird. Mm. One thing that scares me about leveling on this server is I don't my MSBT audio alert for low health is not working because I can't get MSBT to work on the Season of Mastery beta, so that really scares me because I've gotten so dependent on having like that audio alert saying, you know, you can kiss your ass goodbye when I'm low on health. I've become very dependent on that, so without having that, sometimes I catch myself not really watching my health, and that kind of scares me on this server. On this, you know, I don't want to die because I'm just not paying attention to my health. Did I hang? I don't think I did I? Nah. Can't do that quest because I'm an idiot and didn't hang on to the what I needed. You have me rushing to Gladius on road? What do you mean Gladius? I'm not sure what you're saying. Immediately rushing to Gladius on rogue. I'm not sure what you mean. Gladius. The low level... I don't know what you mean. The low level Gladius weapon from the NPC vendor? Or the sword? You mean that low level one from the vendor? What is it, like level 5 or something? They haven't really said what they're going to do, like with the Season of Mastery. That no one, the question has been asked, but they haven't really answered it yet. And that's what happens when the season ends. Do you just lose everything you've done? Is your character wiped? I mean, I would think. I mean, I like how Ascension WoW does it, and they basically just have another, like classic server that you could just say, okay, you have two servers. You have the season server that will wipe and roll over every year, and then you have another server that you can just transfer your seasonal server characters to. That way you don't have to delete them. You still have them on the other server. But I don't know if they're going to do something like that. That's what Ascension WoW does, and it works really well. And I'm sure that they've watched Ascension or paid attention to Ascension WoW. I mean, I would imagine they have, because Ascension WoW has gotten fairly popular. And maybe that's why that's how this whole seasonal thing came about. Was they're like, hey, this private server Ascension WoW is doing so well, and they do seasonal servers. Maybe we should do something like that, I wonder. It makes me wonder. And it makes me wonder. Ooh. A wicked blackjack. I can actually use a mace. Oh, 8.7. Oh, except my mace skill is probably really low. We can swap. We can weapon swap, though, between my mace to my two-hand. But we're going to have to skill this up. Oh, no, my mace skill is 69. I guess I did use a mace at some point. Yeah, Rend and I use Hamstring. Rend and Hamstring both use 10 Rage. So yeah, I use Rend once and then Hamstring over and over again until we get our abilities up. So many debuffs we can get on this guy. Pulls all three. Look at that awesome tree there. Great graphics. Got this slow attack speed and everything. Oh, I want 2 fast weapons, and I want them now. Oh, that's right. Fist weapons. I forgot. Level 20 fist weapons. Oh, we just got to get... So when we hit 20, we got to hit Ironforge and pick up our dual wield. So we can grab our fist weapons, Broheim. Because they actually hit pretty hard. I think they're 9.7 each. And like this weapon here is like 8.7. I believe the fist weapons are 1.5 attack speed each, and they're like 9.7. They like do good damage. Ooh, the veteran leggings. That's an upgrade. Yeah, that's an upgrade. Hmm. What's up, Birdie? Man, we're running out of buff food. Running out of regular food. I need to level up my cooking some more. What's my cooking at? It's at 105. Ah, shit. No! I don't want to fight two of you. Come on. They're still chasing me! No. Don't chase me. I don't like that. Where'd that guy come from? He must have been a respawn that I didn't know was there. I guess, like, did I kill that guy before? I guess I did. Damn. Need more healing potions too, man. It's never a good idea to run low on healing, and I've only got one healing potion and one lesser. I know where we can get some more, though. It's just dangerous to run over there to pick them up. Nice. Ooh, 132. Whiff. Everybody's. I swear, it's like everyone on the server is either in the Beta Boys guild or the Hardcore guild, and that's it. That's where, it feels like that's where everybody in the server is, in those two guilds. Shit, all we need is one path stalker and we are done. Highwayman. Jesus, they're all highwaymen. Here's the ticket. Do you guys see that? I've been seeing like a flicker on my monitor, and it's really kind of scaring me because it's the kind of flicker that makes me think my video card's going out. I don't know if you guys saw that, but there was like a little flicker on the screen, and it started happening about 2 days ago, and you'll see it like, I don't know, but it's kind of scary because it's like, that's not normal. It's like not a normal thing for your screen to flicker like that really quick. And it makes me think that my video card may be going out on me. If it is, I blame New World, because New World was working my video card like a dog. I mean, it was seriously putting some heavy workout on it. So if my video card dies, I'm gonna seriously blame New World for basically beating the shit out of it. But yeah, I wonder if there's some memory on my video card that's going or something. I don't know. But that's gonna suck if it does, because I don't know if you guys know, video cards right now, that's the last thing you want to have break on your computer. Like my card is a 2060 Super. Those go for, I think, around like $1,000 or something right now, or something crazy. Maybe $800. Video card prices are through the roof right now. I really hope that's not what's going on. That's a... I don't know, I thought that was like a rare or something, but I guess not. Yeah, I've been noticing that flicker, and it's weird, man. It's there, it just did it again. It just flickered again. But I don't think I noticed it on the other monitor, which makes me think it could just be this Season of Mastery. Because I haven't noticed it in anything else other than when I'm playing this client. I don't think, anyway. I'll have to play like another game tonight for like 20 minutes and just see if I can see it. And I hope it's just this client that's doing it. Maybe I just need to update my NVIDIA drivers. Maybe that's all it is, but... Yeah, that's... Normally, if my video card went out, I'd be like, no big deal. I'll just buy the next best upgrade, like a new, because I want to upgrade my video card anyway. But because the prices right now are so ridiculous, it's just like not even an option.
Well met.
All right, it's 11.2. Man, it doesn't even do as much damage as the weapon I have. But
Go with honor, friend.
that quest gave 2240, so I'm gonna get pretty good amount of experience. We're out of here. We are out of here. Is there anything I want to put in the bank? I don't think so.
Hey there. Safe travels.
Have we heard anything more about that Reddit post with PTR data mining? Hmm. 6 weeks beta SPTR is usually that long. Well, that's not what it was for Burning Crusade, though. They need to release it at the same time Final Fantasy releases new expansion. I already predicted they will announce it at the end of September to boost subscriptions. Well, this is... Yeah, but this is October. The end of September. So that's like... This is 15 days ago. Let's go to current. 15 days ago. Yeah, this is old shit. Yeah, it's hard to find any information on Season of Mastery. Like, Blizzard's been kind of tight-lipped about it. They haven't really said much other than just basic updates. Armor 628. Actually, we're actually up to 1,000 armor now with the shield. And 33.3% mitigation. Oh, they're going to restart the server in 15 minutes. Interesting. As a reminder, the following planned seasonal changes are not yet active in the Season of Mastery beta and will be tested in future beta updates. The increased debuff buff limits, increased health for raid bosses. This is all raid stuff. Raid, world buffs, and adjustments on curtailing, power leveling, and boosting. I wonder how they're going to curtail power leveling and boosting. If they would just implement the not allowing like level 60s or level high level characters to go into groups in dungeons that are like level range, lower level ranges, they would completely kill boosting. I don't know why they don't do that. Did you guys see the great update on Pantheon Rise of the Fallen today? Oh my god. Actually, I don't know if the video was today, but It was a really good update. They actually have custom coded their own leveling streaming, which what leveling streaming is in an MMO is it basically means that, like, if you look at the map right here, like you can see where my character is in the map. Level streaming means that as you're moving across the map, the game is, constantly creating the new content as you move through. It's like rendering out the trees and the mountains and stuff at a certain distance from your character, based on various things, like based on distance, based on level detail maps. Like if I'm standing next to this Griffin Master here, right, then the detail is going to be at a certain degree of detail. But if I'm looking at these trees way back here in the background, they may, like over here, like these mountains in the background here, they're probably not as high resolution as what we see right here, right? Originally, like they're using the Unity engine, which is, I just think is hilarious. I have not seen any bots yet, man. If there are bots, I haven't seen any. But you know what? If there will be. I mean, there's always bots in a WoW game, right? But what Pantheon's using the Unity game engine, which is kind of funny because it's just not the best engine for MMOs, and but they're really pushing the limits of the Unity engine. They're actually working really closely with the developers of Unity. I'm not a big fan of the Unity engine because they're really greedy, and they've tried several times to do stuff that I don't think is in the best interest of the people that use their game engine. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of Unity. Anyways, but using that game engine, they had an issue where they couldn't control the level of detail as they were moving through the zones. So basically what they were doing is they were just going to load like a whole map a whole area at once. So you'd have like this whole area loaded, and then when you moved into the next area, you would have to, it would do like that MMO thing where you'd have, it goes through a loading screen. You've played MMOs like Final Fantasy or whatever, where you get to a certain part of the map and you cross a boundary and then it loads the next area. They were initially going to have to do that. But they've actually gotten around that limitation of the Unity game engine and custom coded their own level streaming, so such that as the character moves, because it's all on a grid, right? It's all on a big grid. So as the character moves through the world, the game is constantly rendering what's ahead of them. Well, whether they're like on the same grid, it's going to be the best quality. The next grid out will be the medium quality, and of course the third grid out, the furthest grid out, would be the lowest quality. That's actually a super great thing that they've done with Pantheon Rise of the Fallen, because now it's going to be seamless. Now you can just walk from one end of the continent to the other, and there will be no loading at all. So that's actually super great news for Pantheon Rise of the Fallen fans, and I'm one of them. So I was excited to see that they really starting to like in the past couple years, I guess the past year and a half, they've really made some good improvements on the technology that they're using. And they basically, what happened is they hired a couple of new people, and it seems like these people know what they're doing. They hired a coder, like a really good programmer, who rewrote a lot of their underlying tools to enable them to quickly and rapidly generate textures and models and stuff like that. And so that's pretty cool stuff. I mean, it's the only MMO that's on the horizon that, to me, could actually be the kind of game that you could get stuck in for years because of the way they're doing it. I mean, you could literally be playing... I could see myself playing Pantheon Rise of the Fallen for like 10 years because of how they're constructing the game around having to group and hard content and better AI of enemies and AIs that have different behaviors based on the type of monster they are. Some monsters are aggressive, some are passive. Also, there's not going to be any like rubber banding. I don't think they're going to do rubber banding, like how like if I attack this bear here and then I run away, like, and I don't attack him, if I stop attacking him at a certain point, he's going to rubber band back, meaning it's going to pull him back to where he's his spot. In Pantheon, they're thinking about making that based on the mob's behaviors. The mob actually may chase me like all the, from here all the way to these quests over here, based on the type of mob it is, right? So you're not just gonna be banking on a mob like just stop chasing you because all the mobs after a certain distance are just gonna stop and run back. So that probably won't be the case in Pantheon. There'll probably be some different behaviors where some mobs may chase you for a very long distance. So we're just gonna create some really amusing scenarios where people are just running and mobs, big groups of mobs are chasing them. That used to happen in Lineage 2. I remember in Lineage 2, I would get like three or four skeletons chasing me, and I swear, it felt like I ran halfway across the map, and they're still chasing me. And they always chase you like a really long distance, and so you are extra special careful when pulling mobs in Lineage 2 because you did not want to turn around and run because it's going to slow down your leveling. Because all that time you're spent running, waiting for them to reset, could be quite lengthy and really infuriating. Really infuriating. You'd be like, son of a... Yeah, good times, good times. Willow gloves of the whale. Man, where's all the mobs? Usually there's a bunch of mobs here. Interesting. Usually there's a ton of mobs through here. Either someone changed someone came through and killed them all, or I don't know, they changed the respawn rate / location. But normally there's a bunch of like mobs through here, and I don't see any. Kind of strange. No, don't jump past it. Don't jump past it. No, Sully boy. Oh, come on. Get up there. It's easier with a human. I will not be denied, Sully boy. Damn. Yeah, this may not work because I'm a night elf. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, yeah.
What can I do for you? See you soon. You got my attention. Hello.
Hello. $7.6. We're not going to use this sword, are we? Because it's not as good as my two-hand. I've got the Trog Slicer. 3.4, 11.9, 39. No, it's not even as good. The boar ribs, sorry boy.
Be good. How are you? See you around.
Well, it says there should be some buzzards here, but I'm not seeing any. No, it's like all the mobs despawned almost. Weird. Maybe that's why they're restarting the server. Maybe there's something going on with the respawns. I don't know. Where'd all the buzzards go? They're just gone. There's like no mobs, just one down here. Usually there's a bunch of them.
What can I do for you?
Well, I guess that's it. They're gonna restart the server, so go ahead and log out here in this camp. I don't know how long the server is going to be down. I don't anticipate it'll be down very long, but we'll see. Not sure why they're restarting it. I couldn't find anything on their website. But yeah, I'll just whenever the server comes back up, I will come back. We'll continue leveling the warrior. We're working our way towards 20, and then we can go ahead and get our level 20 fist weapons at Ironforge. Then we'll pick up dual wield, and then we'll start being able to do a lot more damage, which will be good, thank God. I will see you guys then.